Hi there, thanks for coming to watch this video. Thank you for everybody that's wished Wes well after his accident. He's doing great. Hope you like the video. If you haven't subscribed yet, get it done, will you? Please, for goodness sake, hit the subscribe button and hit the like button and hit the wee bell button. That means you get notified the next time there's a video. Enjoy the video. How's it going there, YouTube? It's a lovely day here in Idaho Falls. My daughter and I are enjoying probably the best bargain left in the United States. Look at that, see? Little Caesars Extra Most Bestest giant pizza for $6. They do sell a lot of them. I do buy a lot of them. But we've had a lazy weekend and didn't sleep very good Friday night. I don't know if it was the whole thing with the truck getting in the wreck and all that stuff. It was my brain. I didn't get to sleep till about 2, and then little granddaughter Bryony texted me at 3 AM, tell me she was in my London. I love London. She was down there at the weekend and telling me where she was going and all that, and I thought, oh, I don't want to do that. But I've enjoyed all the places I've lived. I like being in Scotland, I like being in London, I like being here, I like being down in Texas, you know. Incidentally, Wes is doing well. Thank you for all the kind words that everybody sent on their messages and all the messages that Wes has gotten from people. So he's on the mend. He is now the barbecuer while all the guys go out and drive. So there's no fast food restaurants around where they're working, so they've got a barbecue and get their provisions in and start chefing. But they're down there today at 77 degrees in Texas where they're at. Yesterday was 82 and the day before was 89, so this is a cool day for them. If only, eh? So he's doing well from that. He's going over to the wrecking company tomorrow that towed the truck away to see the damage. He's going to FaceTime with it from there. Apparently above the vent in the sleeper there's a crack, he said, that's a foot or two long. I don't know if it's a crack or whether it's probably the height of the truck was carrying pipe, and so it's got pipe stakes that go up the side, and I don't know whether there's maybe something was caught, the trailers maybe caught it or whatever, or who knows, maybe the mirror of the guy's truck caught it, or who knows what it was. Too much of a collision. But yesterday there was another wreck. I'll stick a picture on here, let you have a look at it. That's coming out of the well site. How that happens, I don't know. Nothing in sight. A lot of guys are on their phones these days, and that's a big issue in trucking. You know, you get to see people, you know, texting while they're driving your truck with a phone, or they're watching something. You know, we've all done it, but some of us can do it and some can't. There's an arrogant statement for you, but guy, it's a speed limit of 22 or 25 miles an hour on those lease roads. Wes's dad's been driving up and down that, tell me it's horrendously rough, so you have to go slow, and he's been doing about 8 to 10 miles an hour on that road. And you know, if you go slow in the oil field lease roads, your truck will last. If you go fast, it will break, and whatever you make extra by passing somebody on the lease road, you're going to lose it sitting in a workshop, plus you're paying the bill. So thankfully the guys that are down there know that, you know, they've all been through that learning curve of break up some more pizza here from a little dolly. They've been through the learning curve of having to deal with trucks that were broken because they've been going too fast. Wes was probably the fastest of them all, to be honest with you. And I'm the same, you know, when the work comes on in the oil field and it's load after load after load, you drop off, they send you a message saying, hey, you ready for another load? You go, okay, let's go, and you keep chasing it. It's difficult to slow down and take your time, you know. So, but you sure learn after you have to put an engine into your yellow truck after the first month, you know. So these guys are a bit smarter now than I was, and a bit smarter than Wes was, so they're being careful and working away down there. So what else is going on? Oh yeah, booked a ticket to go back to the old country, back see Mrs. W again, and that'll be a good thing. I haven't been over there for, I think I've been here for nearly 3 months now, taking care of my wee pal here. She's sat beside me, we're having the pizza. Looking forward to get back home and spend some time with the wife. She's a nice lady to support me while I do this and all the other adventures and things that I've done, you know. So the other day there, yesterday was my mother's, would have been my mother's birthday. Made me think she's dead. My sister posted a picture of her headstone on the Facebook there, and I noticed, I did know this, but time goes on, you forget. But my mother was 52 when she died, and I'm 53, and I've outlived my mother, and it's kind of a weird thing. She died of cervical cancer, so hopefully I'll not get that. So that's a good thing. That I did speak to the insurance person when I was getting insurance, and the guy said, well, you ain't going to catch that, are you? I thought, no, okay, cool, yeah, feel good about that. So I shouldn't catch that, but makes you think about your mortality a little bit. And I've had a up and down life business wise, and I've enjoyed it, you know. It's all a good game, you know. It's all playing, seeing if you can do something. It's never ever been about the money. Just try to build something, create something, and I'd have to say that if my number was up, I've had a lot of adventures and a lot of good times, and I've loved a lot of people and had a lot of people love me, and I've got a lot of friends, and you know, I've got friends I could call brothers, and you know, that's a good thing. But I'm going to live forever. Yeah, absolutely. So need to take care of this kid here. So I'm down here at the yard today, having a look around the blue truck that went on fire. Because I looked last week and I saw the price of a 2019 Freightliner with 500,000 miles on it is now 133,000. I thought, this is freaking insanity. So I've got all these trucks here, 3 of them lying with their throats cut. And I thought, what would that blue Kenworth be worth? Put back on the road. It had the fire on it, if you haven't subscribed to the channel or you're new to it. But in fact, I'll let you have a look at it. But the Kenworth, I would say, it's just a matter of time before the Kenworth and the yellow Peterbilt are worth 6 figures each. It's got to be coming. Let me just spin this around, hold on. So there's the old yellow. Going into shop this week. The hood that you've seen, you know, the tip forward. So what you do is you put the forklift at the front there, tip the hood forward, undo it, rest it onto the pallet, and then set it to the side, and that'll get repaired. Jeff's son, he's quite talented at that, so he's going to do that for me. Put new fenders on it, and then you do the same with the radiator, and then you take the transmission and engine out all together, undo the drive line at the back of it, take the gear tower off on the inside. I've got the seats out of the truck already. You don't need to take them out, but I've got them out because they were wrecked, and the carpet's got dog pee on it from a dog. Don't want to say which one, Justin, but that's going to be pulled out. I did think about putting that blue thing back on the road, but I'm just going to take the engine out of it, put it into that, and that 1 week should see that complete. And I was at the weekend, I was checking for a Christmas present for my yellow lady. $2.5 grand, gets a set of straight pipes for that, and you can see that the pipes on the back of the wheels there, it's all rotten at the bottom, so I need to buy some. So I think by the time I buy the U-bend and one of the silencers is bust at the top, I'll be able to buy a set of straight pipes and stick them on there. Pete 379 with a Caterpillar engine and an 18 speed. straight pipes, get the wheels and tanks polished, boom. You know, new seats, new carpet. You've got something there that's a very, very desirable bit of kit. So I've been promised that that's going to go in the shop this week. The green thing behind it here, I'll stick this into the old drive. I did this earlier. This is take two. The green one there, we took that as part payment for a debt, but it's got new rear ends on it, all new back brakes. It's got a new 10 speed on it, but the engine is dusted, as in it's got dust going into it. You know, that's a common thing, working in the fields and working in ag in Texas. So it's spilling a bit of oil. So I can get a kit for that, including head, turbo and liners and pistons and all the engine kit stuff, head gaskets and other things, water pump, oil pump, for $8 grand. But we need to get the title from it for the man that we got it from, so his brother has it, so we'll get that. As soon as we get that, we'll do it and put that on. That's a perfect oil field truck, no emissions on it, nothing. 500 horses. I should like to put a set of wheels on it that look better than those black stinking things, but there you go. And then over here, this is probably a bad, dirty window, but so then we'll just keep this. I want to put a Cat engine into the Pete anyway, because it makes it worth about 20 more to have a Cat instead of a Cummins. And that Cummins, I've built that twice already, so I'm just done building that. So from the cab forward, this is just perfect. That's just like a daft thing to say, but if you look here at the back under the sleeper where the metal has not been burned, I can cut that at a 45-degree angle, and this gets done all the time here. It's standard. Jeff's done this, so I don't know how many times you'll have done it, but you take that sleeper off. That's how they make dump trucks here. They used to. This was an over-the-road truck, once it's done too many miles to be going over the road, they take the sleeper off it and put a plate on the back and then stretch it, put extra axles under it, and then make it into a dump truck. So, but we could cut that off and put a new rear end on it. Now I can get one for $5,000, and that includes wheels, tires, drums, hubs, the whole suspension setup, everything. So if you just imagine a truck getting cut off at the back, a cut and shut as they would call it in the UK, but it's done here all the time. So then I'd probably be into that for about 10 grand in parts. But I want to take the engine out of it and stick it into the yellow one, because I can get it out on the road quickly, and this will be a long-term project. So if I can find somebody that's got a Cat engine that's blowing, hold on to turn this around. You enjoying your pizza? Hey! You're going to be in the film. How's the pizza? Pretty good by the looks of it. That's 4 slices. Little chomper. So that'll probably be the plan. We'll get the engine out the blue one into the yellow one. That'll get that on the road in about a week. And then the green one, when we get the title to that, I don't want to build it in case the guy decides that he can't get us the title, and then I've got a lot of money tied up in that. So I'd rather just wait till we can get it all and then play it safe. That'll put that one on the road, and then the blue one will be a builder. You know, if we can find a Cat engine that's breathing a bit, and then we'll just take that and, you know, get the block, strip it all down, get the block machined, check the crank, and machine it, and then just start building it all back up again. All the parts that are out there for Cat now are parts that are existing. They're not making any more of them, so it'd be good to have a Cat back into that Kenworth. And you know, if you're looking at $100,000 for a truck, then rebuilding something you've already got is a whole cheaper option. Excuse me, little burper. So that's about what's going on. Like I said, we've got a ticket booked, we've got a lot of things we want to do before we head over there, get things in order, and looking forward to getting back to the old country and having some good grub, taking the wife on a couple of dates at least, and having some fun. You know, my daughter hasn't been there for probably more than 15 years since she's been over, so it'll be good for her to meet all family again. And just one thing here, there are people throughout your life, you know, my dad's the bomb, he's a great guy, and one of his good friends became one of my good friends, and I'd just like to acknowledge him in this. Mr. Jim Wilson, nicknamed Raz from Ayr, worked for me for quite a while in the buses, and maintains it was the best job he's ever had. He must have had some crap jobs. I was talking to him today and texting back and forward, and he every now and again he's into these music phases, and he said, "Have you what about this ELO song, Roll Over Beethoven?" And I listened to it come along here the other day, and Elena and I, we rocked out to that music. So he's been a good man to me, and a really good role model. He's a hard grafter and a good friend, so thank you very much for all the influence you gave to me, and you know that the time that you helped me with the buses, that it would not have opened the doors if you hadn't come to work for me. Thanks again, Mr. Wilson, you are the bomb. So thanks for watching, catch you again.